Is Angel Reese done with the Chicago Sky? Just 2 minutes ago, reports exploded that the team has officially filed a lawsuit against their franchise star. Why? A brutal locker room meltdown, a mid-season disappearing act, and a scandal so big, fans are saying she may never return. The Chicago Sky aren't holding back anymore. Multiple reports confirm they've taken legal action against Angel Reese after she walked away in the middle of the season. Think about that for a second. A team desperate for leadership, clinging to what little hope is left, and their so-called franchise star just disappears. This isn't just about missing games. This is about a player who was supposed to be the cornerstone, the one they built their future around, suddenly becoming the biggest liability in the building. And now, with the front office moving into lawsuits, it's clear this isn't a simple misunderstanding or a minor dispute. This is something deeper. The Sky are sending a message. They're done waiting, done covering, done protecting her image. But here's the real question. Is this the start of a messy breakup? Or is it proof that Angel Reese has already mentally checked out of Chicago and is forcing her way out? This isn't just a minor slip-up. Angel Reese flat out refused to travel with the team, skipping not just any game, but the marquee matchup against Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. That's the game the entire league circles on their calendar, the one fans tune in for. The rivalry that drives ticket sales and headlines. And yet, when the lights were brightest, Reese was nowhere to be found. Not on the floor, not on the bench, not even in the arena. Completely absent. And here's where it gets messy. Was this really about a back injury? Or was this a statement? Because when a player skips the biggest stage, it feels less like bad luck and more like a message. The question is, who was she sending it to? Her teammates? The fans? Or the front office? And here's the part that cuts the deepest. The Chicago Sky might actually be better without Angel Reese. The stats don't lie. With her off the floor, the offense moves faster, the ball doesn't get stuck, and suddenly there's energy, spacing, and flow that wasn't there before. Instead of slowing things down to feed one player, guards are running sets cleanly, wings are cutting harder, and the bench looks more alive. Some fans are even saying her absence feels like relief, as if the weight of forcing the offense through her has finally lifted. And that's where the speculation gets dangerous. If the numbers show the Sky are stronger without their star, what does that say about her future? Is Angel Reese the cornerstone Chicago thought she was? Or the anchor pulling them down? But here's the thing. This isn't new. This is now the third straight season Angel Reese has failed to finish. Twice with the Sky, once in the unrivaled league. And every time, the storyline is almost identical. The team hits a rough patch, the losses pile up, and then, just like clockwork, she's gone, vanishing before the final whistle. And think about the pattern. In sports, consistency is everything. Fans, coaches, and teammates want to know they can count on their star when things get ugly. But with Reese, the moment the standings dip, the excuses pop up. One year, it's a wrist. The next year, it's her back. Another time, it's personal reasons. Always something, but never with clear details. And that's what raises eyebrows. Because injuries happen. Everyone knows that. But injuries that conveniently line up with the lowest point of every season? That starts to feel like something else. And when it keeps happening over and over, fans start to ask the question no athlete wants tied to their name. Is she quitting? It's not just about missing games. It's about what the pattern says. If you're the franchise player, the one they've marketed as the future, you can't keep disappearing when the pressure rises. Because at some point, it stops looking like bad luck and starts looking like a reputation. And now, it's a back injury. But here's where it doesn't add up. No medical reports, no rehab updates, not even a timeline. Just this vague day-to-day label that's dragged on for weeks. Meanwhile, she's all smiles at All-Star Weekend, posing for photos, soaking in the spotlight, moving around just fine. So, if she's healthy enough for the cameras, why can't she hop on a plane to sit courtside with her team? Fans aren't buying it. To them, it feels less like an injury and more like a convenient excuse. And the longer the silence drags on, the more it looks like Angel Reese isn't just rehabbing her back. She's rehabbing her image, while her team is left to crumble without her. Now, let's stack this up against Caitlin Clark. She's injured too, dealing with a groin issue that you can literally point back to a specific play. It's real, it's painful, and it's the kind of injury that would sideline almost anyone. But here's the difference. Clark is still there. She's traveling with her team. She's sitting on the bench in her warm-ups. She's breaking down plays during timeouts. She's clapping for her teammates, keeping the energy alive. That's leadership. That's commitment. That's what fans expect from a franchise player. And then you look at Angel Reese. Same league, same spotlight. But when her team takes the floor, she's nowhere in sight. Not on the bench, not in the arena, not even visible on TV cameras. She can't even throw on a tracksuit, sit courtside, and show that she's still engaged. And here's where the speculation heats up. If Caitlin Clark can gut it out and show up for her team even while injured, why can't Reese? Fans are starting to draw their own conclusions. Some say she's protecting her image, others say she's quitting on her team. And the more Clark shows up, the worse Reese looks by comparison. Because this isn't just about stats anymore. It's about optics. One player is fighting through pain to lead, while the other looks like she's already checked out. And in the court of public opinion, that might be the biggest loss of all. And the fallout? It's ugly. Fans are blasting her online, saying she's checked out, that she's running from the grind, abandoning her teammates in their darkest moment. And in the WNBA, where everything hinges on image, PR, and loyalty, disappearing mid-season isn't just a bad look, it's a potential career killer. Because this isn't just about missing games, it's about trust. Teammates stop believing in you. Coaches stop building around you. Sponsors stop attaching their brand to you. And once the fans decide you don't care, it's almost impossible to win them back. That's the real danger here. The longer Angel Reese stays silent, the more this narrative cements. Not injured, not unlucky, just unreliable. And for a player who was supposed to be the face of a franchise, that reputation might be harder to recover from than the injury itself. Right now, the Chicago Sky are sitting at a brutal 8-24 record, drowning in losses, weighed down by lawsuits, and left with a supposed star who's gone completely missing in action. And this isn't just about one bad season. This is a 3-year trend. 3 years of the same excuses. 3 years of injuries or personal reasons popping up at the exact moment the team starts sliding. 3 years of disappearing when the grind gets tough. And here's where it gets even messier. A franchise can rebuild from losses. They can recover from lawsuits. But what they can't afford is a star who vanishes when the lights get brightest. A star who was supposed to be the cornerstone, but instead has become the biggest question mark in the building. So now the conversation has flipped. People aren't asking if Angel Reese is done with the Sky. They're asking if the Sky are done with her. Because how long can a team invest in a player they can't trust to finish a season? How long can they market someone who shows up for photo ops but disappears for rivalry games? At some point, it stops being about bad timing and starts being about bad faith. And with the Sky in freefall, you have to wonder, are they already preparing to move on from Angel Reese? Or worse, are they stuck watching their so-called franchise player quietly torch her own career from the inside out? So, what do you think? Is this really about a back injury? Or is it just another perfectly timed escape plan to dodge a sinking season? And here's the bigger question. Have we already seen the last of Angel Reese in a Chicago Sky jersey? Because if this pattern keeps repeating, if every season ends with her disappearing act, then maybe this isn't just a rough patch. Maybe it's the end of the road. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Because one thing's for sure, this story is far from over, and the fallout is only just beginning.